Hey everyone, welcome back. Alright, it's varnish night. So there's a lot of videos on YouTube saying how to varnish, and many of them say, well, you can just use a foam brush and you can work straight out of the can without thinning, and you can apply one coat every hour. None of that works for me. And trust me, I have the varnish boogers to prove it. The method I prefer is to use the roll and tip method, and I also thin the varnish. But again, this is not going to be a how-to video, so we're just going to speed through these coats. But you can see me rolling it on, and then I brush over it to tip it. And I ended up doing only one coat per night, and then on the weekends I think I got one or two coats per day. So we're not going to watch every coat, but this here is the first coat, and then between each coat I do a 400 grit sanding. It's a wet sanding, and I think we ended up with maybe 6 or 7 coats. I've got some leftover here, so I'm going to save it in a leftover container for the next time. But again, I didn't get any success trying to work straight out of the can or using a foam brush. And as far as reapplying every hour, I don't think so. Not bad for a first coat. Could be better, could be worse. What do you say? I recommend using a decent quality brush that doesn't shed a lot of bristles. Perhaps you wouldn't need to sand between coats if you had a dust-free environment, but I don't, so I definitely had to sand between coats. And so we're a few coats into it now, and you can see I'm doing a wet sanding. I spray it down with water, and then I just rub it with the 400 grit sandpaper and go over the entire thing. Alright, we'll let this air dry for a little while, and then we can get started on coat number 6. And if it's perfect, it'll be the last coat. But if it's not perfect, we'll keep going. Let's do this. Alright, other than all the dust in here, I don't know if this is too bad. I think it's going to be alright. I'm going to let it do its magic and see what happens. Alright, time to flip it over and do the deck. And this here's the first coat, and if I remember correctly, I also did 6 or 7 coats on the deck.
Hopefully that's not too thick. I don't want it folding down on itself.
In the environment I'm working in, wet sanding is necessary because really it would just be 7 coats of dust and bugs if I didn't. Alright. Well, we're definitely in the home stretch on this thing. We still need to do the deck rigging, and also I'm going to need a seat, so there's plenty more to come. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned. Later.